We present to you Until Now, Book 1 in the Cordoba Agency series, written by Delaney Diamond, narrated by John Rogers, audio production by AB Book Services. Chapter 1. Cruz Cordoba swam quietly along the edge of the pier and then slipped from the dark water, army crawling up the grass toward the mansion with a pair of night vision goggles over his eyes that cast a greenish glow on his surroundings. He flipped the goggles on top of his head and assessed the landscape. Crouching in the shadows in a black wetsuit, he'd be hard to see. There were 3 guards in his line of sight, 2 smoking and talking near the back door, another slowly walking the length of the second-floor balcony that ran along the back side of the house. All 3 were well-dressed with no visible weapons, but he recognized the gun bulge at their hips beneath those tailored suits. Through the floor-to-ceiling window to the left side of the house, guests milled around in floor-length gowns and tuxedos, sipping champagne and laughing as if they didn't have a care in the world. They had no idea the man their political party had nominated to represent the state of Maine was a lover of snuff films that he starred in. Of course, there was also the money laundering and rumors of using shell corporations to give donations to anti-government domestic terrorist groups, none of which had derailed his political career. Everyone knew he had presidential aspirations, but maybe a murder charge would finally do the trick before the piece of shit took down the whole country. Cruz checked his watch and set the timer so it started counting down from 10. 10 minutes max to get in, retrieve the video, and get out. The delivery to a local journalist would take place in another location. He eased to the edge of the brush and stayed low, waiting for the right moment. It was easier to take the men one at a time, but he'd tackle them both at once if he had to. He removed the K-bar knife from his hip, blade facing backward as he gripped the handle, and waited. As luck would have it, one of the men stubbed out his cigarette and sauntered back inside, while the other, a blonde, remained behind to finish his cigarette. The one at the top was on his way down the other end of the balcony, so when the blonde turned his back to walk the length of the building, Cruz bolted across the grass. Stealthy as a cat in his bare feet, he grabbed him from behind and slit his throat before he could scream. Nothing but the sound of a low gurgle escaped as Cruz supported him until he crumpled to the ground. He wiped the blade on his thigh to get rid of the blood and paused, ears cocked as he listened. No one
Sample complete. Ready to continue?